Landet, Körper nach hinten verlegen, Gewicht auf beide Füße gleichzeitig und probieren das Gleichgewicht zu halten und einfach Abgang.
Back on the street course. One thing everybody can agree on is that Pat Lennon can do better than he did in his first run, and indeed he did.
I don't know if you'll see a better trick. He had one of the best tricks of the whole contest. Unfortunately, it's not a best trick contest. You need to see a whole run. Pat Lennon did have a much better run the second round. And then for posterity, frontside unity, not something we've seen in a while. Again, the John Julio tribute still goes on.
The big 720 to finish it off puts Pat Lennon in second place after the first round. Thierry Lallemand still to skate, as well as Bergeron, Clifford Villian, and this guy, Brian Shima, hoping to find his way to the top.
We live in a world of illusions. You see something, you think it's real. Sometimes it is.
Professional salon products. Got a problem? See your hairstylist. By Naya, hungry for life, thirsty for Naya. And by Rollerblade, fighting for freedom, justice, and a really nice ride.
Skating is fueled by passion and energy. At the highest level, it's a kind of performance. And at its purest level, it's a form of expression. Skating can be an outlet for, as well as a reflection of, feelings like rage and aggression. And it's only limited by the artist's own imagination. Skating is an art.
Clifford Villian is pretty far off right now. Coming out with a nice little soul grind. Med spin 720, getting upside down.
He had a low first round score, but the nice thing about the finals, the way it's designed the way it is you can throw out that low score. So anyone can take it here in the second round as he goes alley-oop topside soul, putting together a nice line. You see working from one side of the course to the other, and then clean, smooth, and stylish on the soyal all the way down that corner rail.
Clifford's got a very good arsenal of technical tricks. He skates super fast.
And taking a little bit of advice from Shima up there on the start deck.
Let's hope Shima doesn't regret it at the end of the competition. Clifford so far putting together a pretty sick run.
Oh, 900. Wow. It looked like he was waving to, I think he was waving to Shima. Thanks for the advice.
Clearing everybody out of the way. Time for one last trick. Little top sole there.
Very clean run from Clifford, putting a lot of elements in here, working around the course. Not really the most dynamic run. See him stopping sometimes between the tricks, but really put a lot of difficult tricks in there and hit everything that he went for. Very good run. See him here with that med spin. He puts one foot down, rolls backwards, and then does the 720 rotation over the hip.
Pops into it, and he pops into first place right now. Clifford with a couple big tricks, the big Bio 900. Bergeron in his second run threw a huge 900 as well. Check that out. Picture perfect. Got a little sketched out, though. Almost took out a bunch of kids.
This is kind of Bergeron's MO. He skates out of control. That's why he's one of the most exciting guys to watch. Thierry Lallemand, another exciting skater out of France. Remember, we've seen both brothers here in the contest. Starts out with that big topside soul over the wall, not quite able to lock on. And then goes...
Wow, sweat stance all the way down the rail. Very nice for Thierry, but exactly the same score in his first and second rounds. All the pressure sits on Brian Shima. He sits in 10th.
Hard to believe. He is definitely the favorite coming out of the prelims, trying to regain that form here in the finals. Had a tough first round. Looks to be on track, starting out with that frontside royale up the rail into the transition. No problem there. True spin, alley-oop soul.
Oh, going for the switch up, he goes down. That's going to hurt him.
It's so interesting because you see him trying to raise the stakes here. And if he would have just stuck with the runs he had in the prelims, he probably would have had this thing wrapped up. But, he's got that competitive spirit and wants to push the limits.
Clifford had a solid, consistent run. Brian, a little bobble there as well. I believe that if he hurried up and he did a couple big tricks, Brian could still have taken it. But at this point, He's kind of gotten squirrely 3 times in this run.
Right, and then you see he knows that he doesn't have it. He misses the consistency in this run. And like the spirit, they're still going for it and trying big tricks, but clearly it's not going to be enough to overtake the lead.
Shima not letting short, though. Check that out. Going for a huge 180 transfer. Probably the biggest transfer because of the style of transition he was taken off from.
You can see that he's frustrated. You know he skated the best all weekend. Came out, tried to raise a level in the finals. Never quite put it all together. You see missing the variation on the rail. And that was the story for Brian Shima. Just didn't have the consistency in the finals.
And despite the big falls, Brian Shima still makes his way into the top 5. Louis Zamora did as he predicted. He took 4th. Clifford Viljoen, he's the ASA Roman champ.
Cliff, congratulations on your first ASA Pro Tour victory. How's it feel?
Unbelievable. I don't believe. It's too hectic to come all the way out here and skate your first stop with all the skaters you see on the videos. And like, you know, that's who you look up to. No, I don't know. I don't believe it. It's unreal.
Well, it's very real, and you looked great out there. I mean, you skated tremendous. I've been watching you for a long time over in South Africa. Tell me about the marriage between sport and art. I mean, to come out in the competition, but to do sort of what you love.
All I know is that it is a sport, you know, like but art in the way of style, I think, because everyone has their own style, and you do things your own way, and that for me, I think, is the art of skating. You use your own style to put out to everyone what you feel about skating. You can see it in somebody skating.
Well, you've definitely got a lot of style, and you're rewarded for it here today. Congratulations again, Cliff. We'll be seeing a lot more of you.
Be sure to tune in at the next stop, Ontario, California, airing July 15th.